What it do, my G's? This is Glad Gaming, and I'm here to talk about the SAO Alicization Lycoris update that we'll be getting pretty soon. And this update is pretty big, and they basically giving us a lot of things we asked for already. So kudos to the devs on this game. They're really showing us that they care. I'm really excited to see what they do in the future, because they definitely getting off to a very good start. So without further ado, let's get into the patch notes. It starts with this. Dear Sword Art Online fans, thank you for playing Sword Art Online Alicization Lycoris. The latest patch version 1.03 has been released to fix major/minor bugs and improve overall gameplay. Please see below for details. New additional contents. A raid dungeon and 4 new maps have been added. They starting off fire already. We've been playing this whole time. Everybody who got to level 50 like me, basically all we're doing now is trying to get raid ready. So they already telling us that a raid is coming soon, as well as 4 new maps. There's already a lot of maps in this game, and they're adding even more, which may even mean even more enemies, which may even mean even more divine beasts. So I'm definitely excited for that. With the addition of the raid dungeon, new accessories have been added as a reward. They added Wayfarer Riona and her sub episode. Now Riona is one of the people who sing one of the Sword Art Online OPs. I believe she sings the OP for Alicization, and they added her into the game, so that's pretty cool for them to do for her. They added a prize outfit for Medina, added Ice Thorn / Godflower Warrior garb in a visualized attire, and can be equipped by Kirito, Yu-Gi-Oh, Alice, Selka, Sortellini, Ronnie, Tias, Medina, Asuna, Silica, Elizabeth, Leafa, and Sinon. That's a lot of people, but yeah, they added that. So basically we getting some new drip, which I've been asking for since the game is released, because they basically released with no outfits for us, and armor is not visual, it's just is not cosmetic, it really just affects your stats. They fixed, after chapter 1 is completed, costumes worn by residents in the underworld will be unlocked in the visual attire. Total of 18 costumes for male characters and 33 costumes for female characters. Costumes can be worn by Kirito and Yu-Gi-Oh, so basically you can only wear these costumes with the main characters. Added finished arts to Mirage Blade of Inferno. Added numerous face patterns and hairstyle options in the character create. Yeah, I'm really happy for that, because it seems like no matter what you do, it's hard to not make your character look like a girl a bit, especially with the hairstyles. It seems like I got long hair in real life, so I like to have long hair on the game. So it seems like they only got girl hairstyles for long hair, so I would like to see what they done with that. They added the Gavel of Gluttony Wayfarer armor and Dark Knight Claymore in the visualized attire with conditions. So I guess we'll see what those conditions are. But these armors sound really cool. Here's the issues they fixed. We're moving on to the issues. Issues where the player is stuck or uncontrollable. Now, in this issue I talked about in my review, and it plagued me a lot as I played the game, even to the point where it getting me killed. It really annoyed me, so I'm glad they addressing that as soon as possible. Now, next, they basically just fixed a lot of the chapter missions that you got to do that do with stopping your progress or can get you stuck. So, if you having those problems, definitely they should be fixed by now, at least so as far as they say, with any problems with getting stuck or not being able to progress further. They fixed another problem with online multiplayer, where players with low progress of the main quest will not match with players with a higher progress, and the progress will not be affected by the host player. Next, they fixed issues with the map, where players will clip through the map in certain areas. That problem bothered me a lot. I would end up at the end under the map during fights, and I couldn't get my chain combos off, and it especially was irritating when you unleash your super art, and that's when you really can get the best combos off in the quickest amount of time, and your AI is under the map, so it can't hit this combo. So basically you just wasted your super art or didn't maximize on the damage that you could have got. It also fixed the issue where the snow and rain weather affects / slows the game. The rain weather on one map actually froze me and a couple of my friends' games a lot while we were playing. So I'm glad that they worked on that. I'm glad that they got that information back. It improved loading and FPS issues. Further improvement is planned on upcoming updates. Them loading screens long, so hopefully they're saying they shortened the loading screens, or they're making the loading screens faster. Maybe they were so long because they were getting stuck. Next, they improved the camera controls. further improvements planned in the upcoming updates. This camera gets a little bit wonky, especially in your boss fights. Today I was fighting a boss, and because I couldn't see my character, I got stuck in the corner and couldn't see my character, and I believe I couldn't move, and my character went down right at the beginning of the fight because of that. I was just constantly taking hits, and the camera really gets crazy. If you play SS, you know that on some of these anime games, man, you move so fast, the camera can't keep up. So it's really good that they're working on that camera. Next thing they did was auto jump obstacle settings will now only apply when the player is running. Fix the issue where progress will not be saved when crafting multiple items repeatedly. Fix the issue where proficiency of part members will decrease under certain occasions. Fix the issue where the enemy character will cancel their winning animation when the player loses a blade lock. Fix the issue where the camera gets locked when the player becomes unable to fight. That's what I just said earlier. That might have been what happened to me earlier. I couldn't do nothing. My camera got locked. I couldn't even move my camera. So I just had to wait till my character went down and switch to my AI. Fix the issue where the player was able to move the camera while sharing a bed with a partner. Never shared a bed with nobody on this game, so I'm not sure if that bothered you, then they fixed it for you. Fix the issue where hints for main quests will show up above another player. I never really seen that bug. Change the label of item rarity so it's easier to understand. That's good. Added the combat log option. Items can now have a discount depending on the player's renown, which is good. So you guys get out there, work on y'all renown with those people so you can get the best equipment for the cheapest price, because money at the beginning of the game is really scarce. While no enemies are targeting player, pressing down the left stick will allow the player to sheath and run. I think that was happening already. Hopefully they're not saying that you can't sheath your sword if you're getting targeted and run, but I don't know. I never seen that problem. I never had this problem. Now, on to the battle part of what they changed. They lowered the difficulty of Chapter 1, which I don't get. Chapter 1 holds your hand basically throughout the whole chapter. So if anybody was complaining about how hard Chapter 1 was, wait until you get deep into the game. That shit gets way harder. On to the next. When the deflect is successfully pulled off, the follow-up attack will no longer be cancelled by guarding. Enemies teleporting back to his original position will no longer reset his health. I talked about this as well in my review. This shit has been bothering the game since release. It's been bugging the game since release, and especially on big monsters that you fighting that are taking a while to kill. This is the worst thing that can happen, so I'm glad that they're fixing this immediately. Good on you, Bandai, for that. Next, they fixed the issue where the player will clip through the wall when using certain sword skills in certain areas. I don't use the sword, so for those people who have swords, this is good for you. I'm glad. You should be glad that they fixed that. Now on to the UI. They improved the speed of changing tabs in the menu. Fixed the issue where an unintended icon would appear on screen when ally skills are pulled off. Fix issues where the pin on the map will disappear on certain occasions. Fix the issue where the weapon you bought and equipped at the store will not be reflected in the model in the main menu. That's it for the UI. Now to the quest. Fix the issue where the quest icon changes under certain occasions. I know that probably bothered a lot of people. I don't think it happened to me, but I know it definitely confused a lot of people. These worlds are really big and hard to navigate through, so I know that probably bothered a lot of people. So I know you guys, if it bothered you, I know you're happy it's fixed. On now what they fixed with the network. Fixed and balanced overall issues regarding the Wayfarer. Fixed the issue where the camera moves unintentionally when talking to a Wayfarer while battle starts in the other player's game. Not sure about that. Don't think I had that bug, but hey, all fixes are good fixes. Alright, now here's the fixes for multiplayer mode. They fixed the issue where the guest player cannot bring an NPC Wayfarer to multiplayer mode. They fixed the issue where the player starts outside of a map when failed to synchronize quest progress. Fixed the issue where players will be unable to control their character when revived during the swimming state. Fixed the issue where the guest player will not be able to control their character when the connection fails during certain occasions. Fixed the issue where the sitting motion is not synchronized between players in the same lobby. Fixed the issue where guest players with the low progress of the main quest was able to join the lobby with a higher progress rate. So basically, I guess people were joining lobbies of people who were way further along than them in the game. And if you played this game, you know you have to be either ahead of somebody or close to them or exactly where they are in the game to join them. So if you're not, so anybody who was cheating that way, joining some higher progress players, then you know, sorry for you. Now next, they fixed the issue with quest icons being labeled unintentionally when a player opens the map in Santoria. Fixed several descriptions of certain quests. Fixed sub episodes. Alice resolved her final fight and Medina's resolved her final fight to be accessible even after a certain period of time. Now on to the skills. Fixed certain text colors to match their effect. They fixed issues regarding blade lock. Corrected the description of heavy blow to match its motion. Increased overall damage of sword skills, yikes. Fixed enemies' motions when certain skills are used. Balanced the attacks by bows to increase the range of normal attacks. Fixed motions of certain skills. Fixed the labels buff list to show correct icons. Adjusted several effects pulled by certain sword effects. Fixed the issue where the buff HP slip is triggered unintentionally in Santoria. Alright, there's some more fixes that they got that I don't want to get into because, you know, they're not really that important. They're important, but not really that important. So, all in all, this is the sum up. The version 1.03 patch includes improvements for the content listed below, but we will continue to make more improvements in future updates. Loading time, them loading screens long, I said that earlier. Frame rate, you know, I've seen a lot of people having problems with frame drops. Auto save points, camera movements and controls, mouse/key assignments. So basically that's all they fixed for this patch. I'm happy with what we got. If you want to go over the patch notes, I'll leave a link in the description. See you guys in the next video.